I think I kind of want to like tunnel vision down their healer a lot of times. So once their healer's down, we can then grind double DPS out fairly easily, or should be able to. So you two have got to kill for each other to an extent, but if I do need to come back, then I will. But who knows, I've never played this con before. We're just here for 10 games, some points, see what happens. No stress. I don't remember what half the buttons do. Rogue Mage Priest?
No.
No, Shadow Priest. Or it's Shadow
Shadow
Flame or whatever. I'll go fairly aggressive then.
Priest is your target.
On the Priest for now.
Sheep. Just gonna eat it. Going for a fear on them.
Oh wow, that's horrendous.
Got double fear.
Back on the Shadow Priest.
Yeah, kill the Shadow Priest, you can't get away.
Yeah.
I'm dispelling you.
Can I get a spell on the Shadow Priest? Need to spell on me, thank you.
He's dispelled. He's gonna leave him as well. I'm gonna DPS him now.
I'm getting hit hard though, I'm getting hit hard.
Oh my god. Save, okay.
And if I've got enough time to yell it, then people have got time. Pain suppression, nature swiftness or whatever. But I'm always going to be like the potential burst target, because once I'm dead then the team's gone. Let me trade you these things. I was half hit points for a while. I really did a shitty fear. And basically couldn't get through that. I just wasn't doing damage to the priest. I needed more probably offensive dispels on the priest so he wasn't hitting into a bubble. I was getting no rage at all.
Probably should have sat on the shaman and all this stuff.
Dispels 14. I did more than them.
Yeah, I was just hitting bubble. You know, I mean, you're probably hitting all their buffs. I mean, I'm not saying you were doing. I'm just saying I was hitting bubbles.
Should've
Maybe just
probably
needed
sat
more.
on the druid, on the shaman.
I
Like, why
know.
even hit a bubble? Just fucking smack that shaman that's probably got
Well,
zero.
yeah, as soon as he had an Earth Shield, then I swapped off of him. Then I got Frost Nova, which was fine. Then I got out of that. Then I swapped to the Shaman for a little bit. Then I went back to the Shadow Priest because it also put me in a better position in relation to you two. But I just saw them turn on me, and I just saw them all focus on me, put all their abilities. I had 2 seconds notice I was going to die, and that's when I started yelling. And oh, I just needed either A nature swiftness or A pain suppression. Just one of those two would have been enough. Should have gone for some cyclones as well.
It was like, but they had LOS on the
Yeah, I
clock.
saw one cyclone. Going back to like they've terrorismed. Going defensive. Let's up this LOS back around the corner. On the pet for now. Remember their terrorism here, so back onto their priest. Going hard on the priest. Watch my hit points. Going defensive again. Back onto the priest. And they're going shaman now. Keep me up there. Going hard on priest.
But what is this compass actually supposed to do? You haven't got damage to kill anyone. You just take insane damage.
I mean, the priest was on 30% hit points for quite a while. I mean, it was this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say there. I mean, that should be healable with double healers, surely.
Do you see our mana? I'd already used Innovate on Dan.
I mean, the priest was on 30% hit points and was going down. Like, he was going down.
Oh
But
my
the priest
god,
was their
losing.
healer. The priest was their healer, and that just left 2 DPS to be unmolested, so the elemental shaman just did a lot of damage.
We just don't know this comp, that's all.
He hit me with a 3k lightning bolt crit. followed
No
by,
idea who to kill, who to do what to, so it's just how it's gonna
Again, you're on a priest. I just don't know why you're not sitting on the shaman.
I said right at the start before we did anything that I'm likely going to sit on healers because once the healer's dead they can't win.
But it basically just means there's 2 DPS smashing the shit out of you.
I also pummeled, I was on the shaman. I mean, again, I constantly swap targets. I swapped to the shaman, I pummeled one of his lightning bolts. The priest then was the most out of position and he'd used his pain suppression, so I went back on the priest. But I mean, did you get any cyclones off on their DPS?
On the shaman once, but you were just taking so much damage.
Right, I think you have to aggressively cyclone on cooldown, one person after another. Cyclone for you, cyclone again, switch
Springs up
target,
everyone wants it,
cyclone. You up?
probably that.
What did you say?
Strings up if you wanna watch.
I just need a lot of cyclones. Like, don't let me get to the point where you have to be healing non-stop. You have to be spam cycloning.
Well, someone needs to deal with the tremor totem then.
Well, that's probably Dan with wand or something, or whoever's. I mean, I'll hit them when I get a chance. But if you cast one cyclone in an entire match, then it's right. Then that's not enough, is it? And yeah, I likely should have sat on the shaman and just shut his damage down, because without his damage, they really haven't got a whole lot going on. And you could have lost the priest mana burns. It started off fine with us kiting back and losing them. Druid is their last. It's not Shadow. Gonna sit on the Hunter. On the Hunter now.
It's a survival, right?
I think this is
Did you spell
feral.
on the Hunter?
I did.
Fair enough. Keep Slinky up.
I can't even see him, I don't know where he is.
You got lost some of what they're doing. Hunter's on half. I'm Frost Trap, need to dispel.
Did you use your fear?
I used my fear earlier to break some. Back on the Hunter. Hunter's 40.
Cyclone's a priest.
Parried my Mortal Strike.
DPS and Hunter.
Hunter's getting low.
Cyclone
Means
priest
pressure.
again.
I'm scattered off. Just do not have the rage. He just parried a Mortal Strike and back on the Hunter. Need to dispel on the Hunter. Need to dispel on me.
No.
Got lost in the Hunter. Scattered off. I'll get to the Hunter.
On the sphere in no man's
Good
land.
job on the back on the hunter. Mortal strikes in.
Let's go for drinks.
Hunter's
Yeah, I
execute
can't do any
range.
more damage than that.
Got nothing left.
Be trying to drink rather than wanding people.
I have no rage. I just have absolutely no rage. Stuck in a ice trap, which is fine for now because
Just got the
what's
pet
your line of
on
sight
there.
there?
Just kill his pet maybe if you
I'm
can.
sat in an ice block.
Going into the room would have been a better spot.
This is a drain comp though. Going hard on the hunter. Interrupted their priest healing, drinking rather. I'll go on the
Oh,
priest
this
for a
is
moment.
over, I've got that now.
Kill
Dan's
something's pet.
drinking full right now to survive.
I'm on their priest for now. Hunter's coming in on you. Going hard on the hunter. Need to dispel on hunter. Well, the hunter was 8% hit points at one point.
Those guys were really bad. Let's just play
Pretty much want
proper
a
double
psychic
DPS comp.
scream. You want a psychic scream like on cooldown. Like
Yeah,
the
it
first
was
one
down.
came like a minute in.
Yeah, but I was doing more after that. I was going for doubles.
And the second drink spot was better, so you could have had like your mana earlier if you went to that
Yeah.
place first. And your positioning was not quite by the tomb, so you were getting Viper Sting all game. You should have been like lost at Hunter and more aggressively dispelling whoever the priest was putting Mend and shield on would have helped secure kills. Couldn't see Slinky's point of view, probably something to do with Cyclone, I don't know.
I don't know, I did a lot of dispels in that game.
I got a few cyclones off and a few. I had the druid sitting on me the entire game.
And you
21
almost died
dispels.
very early on, so you did well to recover between the two of you. But the
With
hunter
these
was
like
on.
double healer comps, I see the healers throwing a lot of dots. Like Rena picks someone to kill, and then you throw like Shadow Word, Pain,
I was
Moonfire,
doing
Insect
that.
Swarm on that person, and then you dispel them as well. And then you like CC other people with Fear and Cyclone.
Again, the hunter was on like 8%. We had the kill there. We were everything was totally stable. I had a mortal strike parried. I got cycloned, and yeah, it was over. Oh, that kill opportunity at least was over.
So the only other interrupt is Feral Charge.
I was doing that on
Stop the
druid, so it
cyclone.
went over.
RMP. So I mostly sit on the druid or warlock. Just gonna stack sunders for now. Stuck in a rouge. Right, going on to this warlock.
Yeah, disconnected.
You've disconnected.
Oh no, just lagged like crazy. I'm
Sat
back.
in a cyclone. Still.
They have no dispeller, so you can get some dots up on someone.
Well, their druid is doing a number on me.
I got their warrior.
Back on the warlock.
I think you should try to Feral Charge their druid when they go for Cyclone.
Now getting peeled by their warrior. Now he's been cycled. No. Switching to their druid.
I've been cyclone.
On their druid for now. He just disarmed into my weapon chain.
Now I've been feared.
Throwing these off. Back on the warlock.
They want me hard now.
Disarm on the warrior. Buy you some time. Needed a spell on me. Okay, I'm clear now. Sit on the warlock still.
I got the druid.
Warlock's at
He
30.
trinketed.
Then cycloned again. Dan needs a bit of help.
He's broken out of that fucking cyclone 3 times. I don't know how early.
He trinketed that one. Should have followed that up with a fear after the trinket.
On the warlock.
Might as well just drink.
I've been cycloned. Watch yourself, Tom.
Warlock's at 30. Warlock's at
I need to
execute
stay
range. Need help on warlock.
Appeal on that warrior.
Warlock's dead. Just hamstring on warrior. Gonna work on this druid.
Resisted.
Going back on warrior. Disarm on warrior.
Guys, rooms.
Drop off, damn. I've been cycloned.
Staying on warrior.
No trinket.
Needed a spell on me, I'm rooted. I can trinket there. I can trinket.
I think he's trying to
Warrior's
drink.
26. Warrior's execute range. Warrior's dead.
Few seconds delay on your stream.
That was a 13-10 team and it felt like a 1600 team or something.
No,
They
they were
just-
sucked as well. Let's play some with Jack.
I'll sit out. I've done my share. It's fine.
You've done like, if you've got a cyclone on someone, then Dan should be like coming in towards that cyclone target if he's not under pressure to follow it up with a fear after the cyclones. So then you can get some more like coordinated CC. So if you've got like 2 cyclones on that druid, like one after the other, and then you followed it up with a fear, you would pretty much kill anyone.
I thought he trinketed the first one. I don't know how he got out of that one so quickly. Because I cycloned him and then he was out of it. And he had 3 seconds left on my timer, and then I cycloned him again, and then you said he trinketed the second one. Because yeah,
One of them.
he got out of it pretty fucking quick.
If they do trinket it and like Dan is already standing next to him, you can just chuck the fear on him straight away.
You need to come on your lock then. What games are you even playing at the moment?
Last Epoch still.
Age of Empires 4 beta. It's been extended. That's what Matt's been playing all day.
Oh yeah.
Grinding the ladder.
Maybe if it was any good. Spent like most of the day diagnosing technical faults, which is a bit annoying. My graphics card no longer likes its overclock, which was set by the factory. So I had to like turn it down a bit.
You clean it out, I assume. Normally that happens when it overheats because of the dust.
Cleaned it out. Yeah, but it was crashing when it wasn't even overheating. But I was getting like artifacts and shit, and as soon as I like downclocked it a bit, it all went away. and according to Google, apparently that can happen. The card wears out over time with overclock is no longer stable.
You've surely not got to replace anything. No, that's a really good PC that you've got, isn't it? So.
No, it's not a replacement. It's just like you can't run your graphics card at 20% over what it should do anymore.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
You ready, Mel? You got arena
Yeah.
water? You
Got
ready
8
to
soul
move on?
shards, but we'll see how many we go through.
I want to stream for James to watch in case he wants to
It's up.
offer any tips.
Probably just going to do some ranked games.
If you want to support the team doing threes,
The whole game's got a little bit boring at the moment.
not playing it properly or enough. I think doing some fives with Dom will be interesting though, and is worth putting some time into.
Go on, I'll watch a couple, put them up.
God, make your mind up.
It's just like you really understand time learning a game at 15 years old. Like, people at 15
I feel like your new mic is way less clear. Like it's harder to understand you.
What do you mean less
You
clear?
did something to it. You put it underwater just then.
It sounds like it's like up the bum or something.
Yeah, sometimes I move it out of the way so I can see the second monitor.
That's a bit clearer, but I don't know if that's just because you're speaking louder to it.
No, I've
3
moved it
seconds.
back.
So Druid healer. Let's see what
Okay,
hunters we
random
get with.
comp of random classes.
Going hard on this hunter. Good fear. I'm stuck in a snare that can't get to this hunter.
Polyed. He did it
Back on the
twice though, he
hunter.
broke his own thing.
Hunter's execute range? No, I didn't have a mortar strike up. Switching to mage for now because I can't hit anything else. What happened to my
I'm coiling this druid. Go for
back on
kill.
hunter?
Sheep 9,
On hunter
hunter
now.
break it. Going on the hunter as well.
Got this
Going
druid
on.
in a fear, just kill him.
Mage has
Just
gone
dead.
ham on me there.
He's left.
They were 1572. How the fuck is that possible?
Had like no momentum whatsoever and little pressure, and they just fell over with the CC.
I couldn't even stay on the hunter between him dodging and parrying or whatever it was, my hamstrings and all the strikes. Piercing how does seem to be doing, hold on.
You're just like, what am I doing there?
It's sounding underwater again.
It can't be sounding underwater. It's like right in front of me.
Gradually going underwater.
They're going on me full burst.
Appeal for warriors to begin with. First turn if you
Oh
haven't
my
already.
god. No, I won't do that, obviously.
can't really do anything there. One's a ranged hunter and the other one's a warrior, so I guess I could have coiled someone, but I don't expect to have to coil in the opener to help you live. No reason. It coils my pressure button.
Sitting on a hunter when I should have been on the warrior as soon as he beast moded. There's no point trying to kill the hunter when we're going to get exploded. I should have been peeling on the warrior. Seconds. Double priest.
Shadow and disc.
We look at the
Rogue.
shadow then.
I'm gonna try and get shields off them. Shield off the shadow.
What's back up on the shadow? You want me
Gone.
for now? I'm going to switch to rogue. Taking big damage, going defensive. Good job. Fight back and break line of sight.
That's it, they use everything.
Well,
That was
you're
blind
here.
science.
I thought you were the one in the defensive. Oh, I fucking hit the wrong button.
I guess got a bunch of hard casts on you. I can't do much more. He shadow step kicked me.
I intervened defensively to... Oh, I don't know, it's my macro is party number one, expecting you to be party member one as you were last group, and now Mouth is party member one, so I intervened into a dangerous spot instead of away from it. Should have noticed they were different.
Doesn't sound like a very reliable macro.
Well, it's just party member one, intervene party member one.
It doesn't work in freeze.
So I've got intervene party member one, intervene party member two. When we were playing earlier, Dan was party member one.
I
Now-
guess, but now you got to
Party
check
member
like
two.
every game who's where. It keeps changing, doesn't
Well,
it?
the alternative is to do it by name, and then if you ever change your comp, you've got to change your macro.
You could just put the only 2 healers you play with in there.
Well, I might want to intervene to you.
Then you have one for your DPS partner. Instead of party member 2, you just have a Slinky Dan macro. Well, I guess it doesn't work if they're both in the same team as you, but
That's why you just go party member one and party member two, and just look at it before you start and realise who you are.
I guess.
But I couldn't do anything to the rogue. He just dodged absolutely everything I did. I was sword and shield straight away as I needed to be at half health with the rogue pressuring me, and I just couldn't do anything about him. I just couldn't do anything about the rogue. Everything was dodged. Demo shouted, sword and shield. Intervened, but in the wrong direction. Health stoned, spell reflected when I could. Tried to kite back to loss their shadow priest. And I just couldn't. I just needed some. I needed something on their rogue. I don't know what there is. I don't know what you can do with the rogue. But I couldn't do anything.
I had all 3 of them on Fear DR pretty much, so
And the rogue was just on me 100% of the time.
I
just couldn't do
tongues
anything.
the shadow and the healer and silenced him as well twice.
Now it's saying Breeze is part number one, so I don't know whether to trust my macro now or not. I mean, is he part number one or is he not?
I don't know how you even tell who's won.
I brought up the raid menu and you're first rather than him, so I think my party frames are just not reliable. Keep an eye out for Wind Fury totems. Gonna go in on the Warlock. Probably go on the Warrior to begin with. Switching off with him onto the Warlock as soon as I
Dispelled
can.
his Earth Shield.
Yeah, don't worry about Earth Shield. Right, it's back on this, on the... they're Bloodlusted. Any dispels you can get. I've been disarmed, so going defensive. Yeah, Warlock is still low. Cleared them off in the back line. Been Death Called off. The Warlock's in a bad spot for their healer.
Going on Warrior.
Yeah, good call on Warrior. Going Warrior 2. Still Warrior.
Blocks the healer.
Still Warrior now.
Finish him.
Parried. Good job. And Shaman for now. Get that? That was a bit of a fast one. Nice, hope so. Change your order in the party. Nope, I think he's forcing you above Breezy.
Don't you want to just use mouse over intervene? It's a bit easier to learn.
I have a mouse over intervene macro, but
You don't mouse over them in the game, obviously. You just do it on a unit frame.
Yeah, yeah, but just hitting the macro enough to think about it or move anything is better.
Right,
It's
it
not
should
sort of
be
melee
easy because
cleave.
it's a paladin healer. So
Gets enhanced, possibly.
There's the Bloodlust.
Yeah, it's definitely
It is enhanced, sitting on the Hans.
dispelled the enhance.
Hans is taking big damage. He's been bopped. Bop on enhance.
Got rid of it finally. Keep
Onto
him
Warrior since he's most lower. Warrior's disarmed. Pushing him to enhance. I've been disarmed myself. Just gonna AoE snare them. I'll enhance now.
You got to finish someone in a trade. Good.
Trade
You
it.
can win this. You can win this. Paladin's gonna be locked down. Good pommel. Yeah, you got this now. Finish him. Done.
I'm stuck in a snare.
One shot on enhance. He's dead.
Hit with the next but did nothing.
Oh,
You got it.
lol. You got this. Still put pressure on him. No, you got it. There you go.
Can't really, doesn't have the healing output with tongues on
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
Where are you now? Let me trade you one of these. Chest
Oh my
things,
God.
if they do or don't work. I don't know. Yeah. Win this and we're back to where we started. Would you be interested in Mouth in giving some fives like a proper go? We're thinking of us four, James on his Resto Druid, Dan in Disc, you on a Warlock, me on a Warrior, and then Dom Zen on his Elemental Shaman. And playing, I don't know, once or twice a week. Just trying to get 16, 17, 1800, and fives. Fives is pretty fun. I think it's easier and you get more points from it. And it's a pretty decent comp. You've got Mortal Strike, you've got...
Is 5 fun? It's like over in 10 seconds.
Yeah, but it's more... It's about like coordination and dealing with pressure and carrying on outnumbered. I mean, it's... Fives is what we played mostly in original TBC and enjoyed it quite a lot.
Does Dom actually have resilience?
Yeah, he's got like 270 resilience.
Maybe.
And I think it could be quite fun, and we actually should be able to get to like 1800, I think, with that team. Because fives is just easier to rank, it feels, too.
It's a druid or something. It's probably Ellie.
There.
I
He's
want
there.
to say.
Pounce.
Collapse back on the druid for now. Can we kite back to our pillars?
No, I got blown up.
That's just
Locked. Go
ridiculous.
kill druid, kill druid, kill druid.
I'm sat
quick,
in
quick,
no
quick,
accept
quick,
for
quick.
nothing.
Oh, you gotta get him now.
Who executes? Not enough.
Unlucky.
3 executes.
Oh, you got it. You got the trade. But it might be too low.
Mage.
Now you gotta go on the Ellie, stop his damage.
He's
right. Yeah, but Jack
okay,
might get
so-
him because he's got so low health, and he's not gonna let him. He's got no ice block anymore, so Dot's
lost
gonna
his
kill him.
healer.
Dot's gonna kill him anyway. Yeah, Dot's killing him. 1 damage. Yeah. Now Jack's got this for sure.
Oh my god, that was. He's lightning
No
bolting.
chance that guy's killing him. No chance. Never in a million years. Missed his wall stomp. Yes, Jack.
1505.
Yeah.
No, they were 1490 team. It's just such a ridiculous start. With someone dying within 5 seconds.
Mm.
I
That's just
didn't even
elemental
realise
shaman.
you were dead. It was like 1, 2, 3. Oh, and Adrena's dead.
Was it Pompyro and the fucking
That was
Phil?
3 DPS, basically. Yeah, Arcane
I died
and
second.
Ellie.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan got
Luckily,
exploded.
the
and then
druid was Potato.
yeah, man, it's just a lot of damage. We're putting out 2 deaths. on
Oh,
that
the Ellie Shaman had the fucking NG belt as well.
one. Okay.
They
that's-
popped
that's
that 3.8k absorb.
First 10 games, I don't think any of us particularly mega feeling at the moment, but I would like